Hello. Okay. So I know I've been doing a lot of recording lately. I have also extended my posting to YouTube, and I'm not going to explain myself or give a validating reason as to why. It's just I just been led to share more and more about my experience, what I'm going through. That instant, but I'll just break it down like this in a little bit. It's just a gift that I have, and I like to share. And right now, I'm not among a group of friends or people that I have that I share with. So I record for two reasons. I record because I want my daughters to understand the life that I lived in my 40s, what I was going through while they were small. I always wanted to know, like, what was my mom going through? And technology affords us to record because, quite honestly, they are teenagers and they really don't want to hear what I have to say. Um, I slip it in when I can, but there are topics that I record about to them. There are things that they know that if anything ever happened to me, that there is a secret vault of videos, or not secret, it's just like a legacy that I'm leaving behind. And if I can share that legacy with the world, like on a worldwide stand, I know it's beneficial because listen, y'all, I'm just the girl off the block, shorty off the block, shorty off the runway. I always try to say that first with nods, but I am just I'm not an average girl in the sense where I'm just basic, but I'm rare. I am precious. I am a diamond. I'm a jewel. And I know that I have this gift inside of me that it radiates power, it radiates strength, it radiates courage. And I have been suffocating it for so long just out of fear, relationships, wanting to cling in codependency, not walking in my own freedom. So now that I'm able to walk in my own freedom, I like the way it look. I like the way it looks. So I share it. I spread love among wherever I am because it's in me. It's not something that I'm trying to act to be. And I decided yesterday and today, as I was walking, it just resonated with me how I will not put myself out there anymore to just be like second place or scraps to anybody. I'm not directing that statement towards anybody in specific. It's just a general statement. What I will direct it to is these workplaces, these work environments. I'm just not putting up with nobody BS. And I posted earlier about how I was feeling like I was going through a feeling because, people lie on you, people take from you, they take advantage, and they try to play these little mental war games, the politics and the energy, and then the likelihood and anchored and settled in their ways of like, I just don't care about the person. They're just here to work for me. And I'm not the one. So I just keep moving along in the job place until I find me something. But in that time of rest that I have, the time of rest that I have cannot be wasted on just sitting around dwelling on the shoulda, woulda, couldas. I just don't do it. So I hear things in my spirit. I know that I've been called to something. It's not even that it's big for, who knows, maybe the whole world will see, but I don't know. But I'm here to represent and have a voice for the voiceless, and my heart is really towards parenting relationships. This is why one reason why I do this. It's so deep. It's so many facets to that, because you have parental relationships that are good, that leave behind financial legacies, they communication legacies, they love each other, that's a legacy in the family. But you also have on the other spectrum where people just leave behind nonsense. Epigenetics run deep in the genes of just like destruction, despair, cheating, lying. It's just a lot going on. But if you can merge the two together and find that balance and just, figure out how we can intertwine in families a little better, I have a voice for that, among other things. It's just developing. But I did want to come on here because I have been reading affirmation cards, and I stopped reading my affirmation cards for, I don't know. I just said, I don't know. I don't have a reason. I don't even have to try to talk about that. But what I do is I just take the deck of cards. It's a I just grab some of them. It's not the whole deck. I take a deck of cards and I just pull from it. And when I pull from it, I let it speak to me. I let the card speak to me. So it's not a tarot reading. No, it's an affirmation, because what you speak will come to pass. And we have to understand that communication starts in the mind. So whatever you are thinking, you're eventually going to speak it. If you don't learn how to alchemize that feeling and bring it back into the present state and make it obey, then thoughts wander around. They talk too much. But the card that I pulled is Journey. Journey. I got on and I'm just letting it flow. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm not. It's not scripted. But I'm on a journey. I am rare form. I am somebody who is special. So it just says my journey. You get the card. I think it's not mirrored correctly, but and then I fill in the blank. So I'm just gonna read it. My path is unique. Rather than envying other people's journeys, I am focused on my own. I am carefully moving forward, one step at a time. I understand that defining my path sometimes means changing directions or turning back in order to move forward. Right now in my journey, I am content. I am restful. I am peaceful. It's a little unpleasant. It's a little sticky parts in it, but it's a journey. It's a trip, and we all get on that type of field. And but right now, I'm content. I am feeling open-minded and flexible about what may come next. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable. So when I read, I understand that defining my path sometimes means changing directions or turning back. I don't know what to think about that. So I'm going to take this card and I'm going to rest on it, because I don't like looking back. I look back and I get lessons, another lesson learned. I will look back for the lesson, in order to move forward. So if that's what it's translated and resonated with me, is just turning back, but not often, because it's not a lot back there that's going to help me right now. The only thing back there, wherever there is, or just in the past, the only thing that can help me is the tools that I gained to strengthen me to get to me where I am now. But I have to remember and actually practice on this journey the things that I have been learning. So, and when it says I am carefully, I really am being careful, very careful and cautious, moving forward, one step at a time. Not moving too fast, not moving too slow, not moving at the angst of other people, not moving at the anxiety of what somebody else thinks, not moving at the stories that other people have. It's my journey. It's my lesson. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. So yeah, I don't worry about other people's journeys and what's being spoken to them. And I hope that nobody is like worried about my journey in the sense where it's like she got to stop doing it that way, or it's not going to work out, because I'm my creator. I create my own environment. And on this journey, I've been learning to just be me, authentically me, regardless of how it may look, how it may feel. And I'm going to put my hat on, y'all, because I was in the middle of my self-care routine. I have my jacuzzi going, my bubble bath, but my braids keep like moving in my face. So in order to stop that, I'll put that on. So yeah, I'm just a regular girl, but I'm so rare, y'all. I'm so genuine. And everybody can say that about themselves, and you should say that about yourself. You should lift yourself up. You should understand that you are a diamond, that you are like a beautiful, shining, look at this light, and look at like the shine. It's plastic, but a rare gem, it shines and it glows. And once we start to remember, especially as women, feminine women, it is imperative that we learn how to harness and how to control our feminine power, and also understand the masculine power, the masculine energy that also radiates in us. It's energy, y'all. It's more than just the man versus the woman. It's an energy exchange. It's a flow. And the war between the man and the woman, it gotta stop. Because on this journey, I need a man. I need a husband. I need a protector. I need somebody to provide for me. And that provision is like protection in the sense of help guard my gates. Help guard my gates. I'm a powerful woman. I have a powerful voice. And my voice is constantly trying to be silenced. I noticed that the voice that I have is constantly trying to be silenced. And I looked at and, just like examined what's going on. And it's like an energy in the field of me not being with a man where stuff just started going down. It's just like, whoa, what's going on? But I think, and I am like 100% sure that my marriage was designed to teach me how to eventually come out of that codependent state. Because I was dependent so much on the masculine energy, on that provision, on that man, I just lost my feminine, my creative energy. And that wasn't the way it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be that way. The story doesn't matter. The details don't matter. I mean, everybody got their interpretation of it, but who are they? Who are they compared to me? I just let people tell their story. But on this journey, I'm just going to continue to focus. Right now, I am content. And I'm feeling open-minded and I'm flexible about what may come next, y'all. Because I have been expecting something. And I realized that expectation, it wasn't fruitful. It wasn't me manifesting what's best. What's best, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it because it's good and it's bad. It's like one of those things like when it hurts so bad, why does it feel so good type thing. And it's a lot of details in the journey, in the situation, but they don't matter to me because all I know is I have been catapulted into another realm of thinking. And it's scary because sometimes I feel lonely. Sometimes I feel like I don't have anybody to talk to it about. But I know that people are waking up. People are waking up. The language is different because the earth is shifting. And there's new terms that are coming out. But listen, y'all, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just love. And it's the balancing act. Everybody trying to get into balance. I see women post and they like, I'm just looking for balance. Like, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. And they marry, they're with a man, they're with a long-term partnership, and they are bitter. They're mad. They're frustrated because what they are trying to do is find balance in that man. Making that man, give them a title, give them a position. You my man and I'm your wife and I'm like nobody else can have you. And all along they know in their heart, because I did. I knew that I was not supposed to be doing what I was doing when I did what I did. And I spent 20 years living uncomfortably, not tragically uncomfortably, more so like my freedom to be me and to rise up in my state of mind, in my conscious state. It was just, I just didn't work on it. But I knew, and what I was doing as the feminine was trying to force something that just wasn't meant to be. And women out here, we doing it. Men out here, we doing it. And then we fighting, then we clawing, we cheating, we not being honest with each other, knowing that on your journey, you're not listening. You're not listening. Maybe turn back to look at the decisions and the choices that were made in the past so that you can move forward. Maybe that's how, that's a good interpretation of it. But yes, I don't want this video to be that long, but I'm just a girl. I'm just a hood. I was gonna say a hood girl, but that can be so misconstrued because my neighborhood. When I say neighborhood, like I understand the blocks, the city blocks of Chicago. I understand what be going on, and it's not all bad. It's not all evil. It's not all killing. It's not all gang banging. Like if you want to see some gang bangers, go into these workforces, these corporate jobs, into these Senate hearings and these congressmen. That's where you're gonna see some gang bang stuff, because they'll slice you up and they'll throw you out on the streets without nothing, and will use policy and will use laws to do that to you. So no, all of us out in these streets are not hood like you think we are. And I'm sorry, I'm just very passionate about that, because I have been on too many jobs, and it's really in these schools where these principals and these administrators and these CEOs, they are not being kind to the staff. They are not being they don't understand what they have. I'm not here to represent your cult or your gang or whatever school you may call it. I worked at a school once, and then I'll wrap up. And there was a lot of men they had two campuses, and there were a lot of men on one campus. And then another campus, there was just a lot of women. But I did notice the flow of the other campus was a little bit at a steadier wave. You know, it was still stuff going on. But what I did notice, and I can't believe I'm saying this coming from somebody who really been screwed over by a man, but to me, I observed that they don't give the men the respect that they need at that school. Beautiful model, a beautiful vision, but it dwindles and it drains when the right people who have power to make change don't harness their power correctly. Okay, so that's my journey. All right, many blessings and much love, y'all. Stay up, stay up. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, but like I said, it's a legacy. It's a legacy.